Oh, Lord, Dr. Derek, I don't know how you got this song. It's cashing.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're almost there. Queen Color 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon, Dream Team. Good afternoon, fellow family. Good afternoon. We are glad to have you here. Join us today at the Dream Team webinar. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our fellow viewers, our fellow brothers and sisters, queens and kings, listening and watching over the YouTube. We say welcome, welcome. Thank you. We have an exciting topic today, and it is going to be none other than our sister, Queen Irene, who is going to give us some tips on health, series part 2. So get your pen and your notepad or your notebook and get ready as we get into the webinar. But at this time, I just want to say welcome to you. Welcome to those of us who are here through the Zoom, and also to our leaders who make it possible for this webinar to work smoothly behind the scene. We appreciate you. We love you. We thank you for all you do. So welcome, welcome. Over to you, our moderator team, Dr. Pat and the team.
Thank you, Queen Kanla. Welcome, everyone. Today is Mother Day Sunday in the US. And I think it's across the world, right? I get confused because some people have Labor Day, some different time, whatever. It's Mother Day Sunday where I am in the US. I hope all of us that have our moms, we've appreciated them today. If you lost your mom, we are with you today. If your relationship with your mom is not that great, today is a day to think about it and reach out, because mothers are amazing. Happy Mother's Day to all the brilliant and amazing mothers on the platform now, and to all the Dream Team, amazing, beautiful mothers. I say happy Mother's Day to you.
Yes.
You know, we give God the glory that we're here today in another day to educate ourselves. But before we go to the main topic of the day, I want to say that we are somewhere that we're in it to win it. And I'm not going to delay, because I know for those of us that are in the US, we have dinner planned. Our children must have prepared us some wonderful dinner or brunch or something. So they're looking forward for us, the mothers, to join them. So I will not waste time. I'll pass it over to Queen Debbie, our moderator for today. Mama D. All right, Queen Debbie is in. So Queen Kanla, can you introduce our first topic? Then when Queen Debbie ready, she does the second one. Our mindset. You know, we cannot go anywhere without doing our mindset. Over to you, Mama Kanla. You're muted, dear.
Yes, thank you, Dr. P. Again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. We love you, we appreciate you, and we wish you a wonderful celebration as we continue through the webinar and outside of the webinar with your family. So as we move to the next mindset in our session for today, we are going to listen to none other than our queen and our sister with the angelic voice, who graces us at the beginning. Oh, before we go to mindset, did we play the...
We didn't play it.
We didn't play it. So it's like we were about to jump to the second, yeah. So, all right. We will wait for that to be done before we move to the mindset. Welcome, Queen Lerato. Dr. D, over to you with our signature tune.
All right, Queen Kanla, let's just go into our mindset and then we'll
Okay. All right. Then we move forward. Well, Queen Sister, we are excited to hear from you what you have for us today. Over to you, Queen Lerato.
Okay. I was still waiting for the song, but yeah.
I know for some reason it's like
It's good. It's good.
go
We
ahead.
do it we will do it sometime during the session or whatever.
I
So,
know.
how are you, my
Your
beautiful
background
sis?
looks beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know if you can read it. Happy Mother's Day.
That's
There was
why
a reason.
that is what caught my attention. Yes.
Yeah, that's Mother's Day. So I'm so happy to be here. I want to say Happy Mother's Day, and all the mothers here, my sisters. I mean, you all look beautiful. All the mothers in shape, form of whatever. If you're mothering children that are not yours or whatever, as long as you're a mother, we want to say Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. You are really appreciated. You are adored. Sometimes we don't hear it enough. We don't hear that we appreciate it enough, but I just want you to know that you appreciate it. So Happy Mother's Day. And before we even go even further, I just want to thank God for this day. I want to thank God for just giving us an opportunity and another day for us to choose to love well. Another day to change. If this is the first day where you're gonna change certain things in your life that will set you up on a different trajectory, meaning on your way to your success, whatever. As long as you have another day, you have another day to win. You have another opportunity to win. You have another opportunity to make a difference, right? So I just want to thank God for that. And I'm grateful for this opportunity to talk today. When I was preparing what to say, I was just I always speak from my heart. I always tell people that when I come here, I'm not coming with this thing of, oh, I can, I'm that speaker. No, I'm not. I just come here to share my heart. And today I was just thinking and reflecting of what is, deep in my heart, especially because it's Mother's Day. And what popped up to me was just self-care. Self-care popped up to me. And I said, I was reading one of the articles that was talking about that a lot of women don't even know that they are going through heart attacks because we don't check on our health. We don't check on anything. We are just always there for everybody, but there for us, not there for ourselves, right? And there was a lady, she experienced a heart attack, and she's young. She was like maybe 40, 42, and she experienced a heart attack, and she didn't even know that she was having a heart attack. And she didn't know that she was so stressed, she, with her career, with everything that she was juggling, she didn't know that it had taken a toll on her body. And most of us do that. We just tra-la-la through things. We don't check our health. We don't check anything. And then when it's too late, we want to make adjustments. But I think it's very important, and it's worth mentioning that we have to take care of ourselves, guys, and prioritize ourselves. Because if you're not here, then all the things that we're trying to prioritize, then who's going to do them? I mean, the things will always remain. But if you get out of here because you're not taking care of yourself, those things will still remain, So it's important that we take care of ourselves. And self-care is one of those things that I really want to talk to and also drive home, because we had this talk before where I said, guys, prioritize yourself. And this talk is not only for mothers, it's for everybody that is here, that prioritize yourself. If you go on the plane and they're doing the safety features, they tell you that you take care of yourself before you try and take care of somebody else. If you're not there and the task or whatever that we're trying to do is not so important, it's not more important than us, because you're the one to do these things, right? So you have to take care of your health, regular checkups, check on your health, check on everything, check on your spiritual health, check on your mental health. It's important to have those checks and to prioritize those things, because if you're not here, then those things remain, but you will be gone, right? So it's very, very important. And so that's the topic that I really want to talk about, because it's also attached to prosperity mindset. You cannot be talking about prosperity when you yourself are not centered and you're chaotic, right? Everything that we talk about here, it's about balance. It's about you finding the balance and eliminating chaos so that you can agree with good. And that also pertains to your body, that pertains to your mind, that pertains to your spiritual life, and that pertains to everything, choices that you make every day. With everything, you choosing yourself, guys. We have to choose ourselves. Choose yourself. Right? Many people, we choose every other thing. We choose lovers first, we choose spouses, we choose everything else, but we don't choose ourselves. You have to choose yourself, guys, and prioritize yourself. Because when you love yourself well and you take care of yourself well, you can be able to give the same thing. You can't give from an empty cup. right? You can't be claiming to love somebody, but you don't love yourself. Oh, it's a lie. You can't do it. Right? So it's still attached to a prosperity mindset to say, when I am centered, when I am whole, then I can give and pass that on. I can give the same thing. I can give wholeness forward. I can be able to bring myself forth as a whole person. So prioritize yourself and choose yourself. And small ways that you can do that is just, sometimes you just have to take a moment when you're drinking your coffee or tea, whatever that you do. Choose a moment, even if it's 5 minutes in a day, where you just self-reflect and take that time for you. Take that time for you. All right. Take that time for you. Enjoy and savor your coffee in peace and enjoy it. Because most of the time we are in the doing mode. We are always in the doing mode. We're always, doing one thing after the other. You're drinking tea, you're watching your phone, you're doing, we're doing so many things at the same time. We don't normally enjoy things. We don't enjoy things. Even eating. I was talking to my children today. I said, listen, you cannot, when you eat, eating is very spiritual. Eating is spiritual. You connect with your food. So when you're eating, try to eliminate distractions and actually savor your food. Savor your food and enjoy it. Enjoy the flavors. Right? Enjoy it and remove the distractions. So that moment when you have self-awareness and you're aware of yourself, you're aware of your beingness, and you take a moment and savor your coffee and take a break, it's very crucial. It's very crucial, guys. It's in the small things that you choose to integrate in your everyday life that makes a difference, and that builds that thing, the self-care, or that builds into you nurturing yourself. It's in the small things. So doing small things every day, taking time for yourself, and not paying attention to small things that gives you joy. Give it your full attention. Find those things that give you joy and give it your full attention. It doesn't have to be a long thing. I mean, taking a walk. Yeah, I usually do that. I usually take long walks just to breathe and to process things, and just take a walk and enjoy it. Whatever, those things that give you joy and that give you power, that empower you, that gives you back your power. Do those things, find out what it is, and then do it. And if you can divide it or make it, take time, find time, because people will be talking about time. Oh, I don't have time. I'm like, you make time for what you want, guys. We make time for it. You have to prioritize, find time, even if it's 5 minutes, right? Take that time and prioritize yourself, right? Enjoying quiet moments. That's very important. Right? It's very important. Some people will take time to meditate and pampering themselves, just sitting in meditation, right? Just being aware of life and everything, the life that flows through you, taking time through prayer, just being aware, be connecting with yourself, with your thoughts, right? And with your beingness, right? Getting enough sleep. That's another one there. A lot of us don't rest. A lot of people are thinking so much that even when they get into their bed, they don't actually sleep. They don't rest. They don't go into deep sleep because they're worrying about everything. Worry. Right? So prioritizing good quality sleep. If you have a medical condition, or you have, there are people who are light sleepers or whatever, find ways to make sure that your sleeping place is restful. One of the ways for me that I'm making sure that I get quality sleep, I don't have TV in my bedroom. I don't do that. I do not have TV in my bedroom, because I'm like, that's my place of rest. I don't want TV and no. Right? And the other one that I'm trying to cut off is taking my phone and scrolling, like mindless scrolling. That thing eats your sleep. The screens that we use, all that, the screen itself, it can rob you of quality sleep. Right? So just eliminating, take an hour before you get into bed, cut off screen. Just make sure that you're going into your bed with the intention to rest. Right? So you have to be very mindful and intentional, right? Just go in there with the intention to rest. Sometimes for me, I would be playing meditation music, or I'll be playing some affirmations, something that will prepare me before I go to sleep. Affirmations, something very positive. I will do that so that I can wind down and not worry or let go. Sometimes you have a stressful day, and then I'm one of the people, I always think in loops. If something happens, it happens, but I will always recall it and think about it in different ways. So I tend to sometimes overthink. So to cut that off, sometimes when I get into bed, I just go into meditation, try to slow my mind down and slow my thoughts down and be intentional about it. But I can do that because then I know myself. So you need to know yourself, those things that are hindering you from resting, those things that are hindering you from moving forward. Know yourself so that you can self-correct and make necessary adjustments, because worrying is one of the things that can kill you fast, very fast. Consistent worrying and it can kill you very fast. So we need to get out of worry, guys. And worrying has never changed anything. We worry about things, but I've never heard somebody said, you know, I worried so much that the situation changed, or I worried so much that whatever that I was worrying about is not there anymore. Worry doesn't change anything, but it steals your peace, right? So let's cut it out, guys. When you see yourself, me understand myself, when I start going into that, you know, red race of my mind racing, I'm like, nope, I catch myself and I slow myself, my mind down, you know? So do those things and know yourself and know those triggers that steal your peace, right? So protect your mental health, protect your spiritual health. For some of us, maybe you go to work, you work with toxic people, you know, trying to eliminate toxicity from your life. There are people that we can afford to cut off our lives, like toxic friends, you know? Sometimes we want to be so loyal that we are loyal to toxicity. We are loyal to toxicity. We don't want to cut people off. And sometimes those are the people holding us back. Find ways to cut toxicity out of your life. Find ways, guys. Find ways. Fight for yourself and prioritize yourself. That's another way of choosing yourself, cutting out toxicity, right? So, I mean, there are people that we can avoid, like toxic bosses or toxic colleagues, but find a way to cope. Find coping mechanisms and finding way to not let whatever their thing, you know, their energy bother yours or disturb your peace. You have to find ways to be able to cope, right? If it means you have therapy, or you have somebody that you talk to that can help you find balance, find things that gives you balance. Talking to or praying about it, whatever that will give you balance and bring you back to the center. Find those things, right? So and remove toxicity. And I know for us Africans, or you know, people from the diaspora, we always, you know, we treasure family, which is beautiful. I love family too. But, you know, sometimes you have to cut off yourself from toxicity. Our families can be very toxic, guys, especially extended families. They can be toxic. So you have to find ways to filter that toxicity. Love them, but filter toxicity, right? I remember for me, I have an auntie. I don't care how long she doesn't see you. When she sees you, she'll find something wrong to say, or she'll find something wrong with you. Oh, look at you. Oh, you're so dark now. Were you in the sun? Oh, look at you, you've gained weight. Look at you. You know, those people who are watching your weight for you, they're the ones who will tell you how much you weighed yesterday. And that's basically us. Somebody will be monitoring your weight for you, right? I know there's some of them, they'll say they mean it out, you know, they don't mean it badly or whatever, but still it's toxic, right? So try to find ways to cope with that. Me, you know, before they even say something, I find something to counter it, or find something. Just find a way to not let those things bother you or disturb your peace. And there's some family gatherings, guys, that if you don't go, it's still okay. You know, there are things that we don't have to attend. There are places that we don't have to go to. Even if we want to be loyal, like I said, choose yourself and choose your peace. Choose your peace, choose environments that you're going to go to. There are things that we really don't need, guys. As much as we want to be faithful and show up for people, there are certain environments that we're better off not, you know, integrating ourselves or going there, right? Have you been in circles? Sometimes you go to an environment, when you come back, you want to take a shower because it was the energy was so heavy. People were slandering other people, or just the atmosphere was too heavy. You feel like you want to take a shower because you come back with things that don't belong to you, right? With things that don't belong to you. So we have to choose our environments, and we have to choose what we want to give energy to and what we don't want to give energy to. But you have to be very intentional. You have to be very intentional about that. Right? So family gatherings, you know, that auntie that is always weight watching, find a way to deal with her. If you can avoid, guys, avoid. Protect your peace. Choose you. Protect your peace. Seriously. Like, so those things are important. And for women, for us, it's like we carry everything, guys. Even with our children, we have to be there for everything, school, blah, blah, all these things. Sometimes it's okay to say no. Like there are meetings that I don't attend at my son's school. Some of them I know, hey, it's important. When you get there, you wasted 2 hours listening to complaining and things that are not really productive, right? So I'm like, yes, I show up for my kids, but there's certain things that I'm like, no, I'm not going to do this one. So I have to judge where I'm going to go and where I'm not going to go. So, and it doesn't mean then I'm not there for them. There's certain things that I cut off. So I am pleading with you guys, take care of yourself. And, those health checks or making sure that you eat well. Sister Irene is going to talk about that. It's going to talk about, health, but nutrition, making sure that you choose good things for your body. It's important. Intentionally being intentional about what you put inside your body. When you get to a certain age, you have to supplement good vitamins, choose quality food. Don't just choose things like choose quality food. Sometimes a home cooked meal is way better than having to eat something on the streets or whatever. So prepare well and make sure that you choose quality food to put your body, because when you fuel your body well, then your mind is fueled too. We need food to be able to be in optimum health. We need good quality food and good quality herbs and things like that. So Sister Irene is going to talk about that. There are people who know about herbs and things that you can do that will help you. So get into that. If you don't know, then, there are people who understand herbs, who understand different things that can optimize your body or give you, optimum health, and talk to those people. Right? Talk to those people and find ways to empower your life and and empower your health as well. So choose quality all the time. Go choose quality food, right? So for all mothers, today is Mother's Day. Reflect on you and choose you. Start making quality decisions that will make sure that you'll be here long after. We don't want to now start, enjoying whatever when we are in prospering and money is coming, or all these good things that we've been wishing for or desiring. When they start coming into our lives, now you're nursing your body because you were not taking care of yourself, or you're falling apart because your mental health is not okay. All right. So make sure that you prioritize yourself. And even the last time when I was talking about prioritizing yourself, I'm like, taking trips for yourself, guys, even if it's a one-day trip, enjoying some peace and quiet somewhere. Do it. If it means just go to a spa, massage, those who love massages and spa days, do it. Choose quality things that enhances your life and brings, beauty into your life, right? And when I was talking about health, guys, I'm not saying that you don't get to enjoy a cake one time, or chocolate. Some of us love beauty. I love good chocolate. So I love good Lindt chocolate, from Switzerland. I love good chocolate. So sometimes I pamper myself, but I don't indulge too much. But I enjoy the things that you enjoy. Don't deprive yourself, but just make sure that you're prioritizing good health. Prioritize good health, guys, and make good quality decisions for what you put inside your body. But enjoy yourself. Don't deprive yourself, right? So please, beautiful people, my beautiful mommies here, beautiful aunties, beautiful people, all of us, prioritize yourself and choose yourself. In case somebody didn't tell you that they love you, I want to tell you that I love you so much, and thank you for this opportunity to talk. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Queen Lerato. Exceptional, brilliant mindset. Oh my goodness. You brought it home. Or like we say, the simplicity of it. Direct, understandable, relatable. I don't even have to try to even say something, because, it's what we live on daily, is what we see, is what we hear, we engage in conversation. Everything you have just said, choose yourself. As you were using the example of, family back home where you have to be loyal, sometimes you do whatever you need to do. But then I was just thinking, it is embedded behind the culture sometimes, where yes, these things are good, you respect, you help everybody, but then the central part of what we are not educated to stand firm now becomes where at what point is it that you choose yourself to take care of yourself, when you can say no, or when you can say yes, but not this way. So thank you so much for reinforcing that. And thank you so much for helping us understand that you can still say no, or you can still help, but yet still choosing yourself, being intentional, and at the same time, still being loyal to family, because we are able to do that. So thank you. All right, I see Dr. Pat, your hand is raised. Do you have something to say before we go ahead and introduce our guest speaker for the day?
Yes, sis, yes, sis, yes, sis. Oh my God, oh my God. You know, normally I try not to come in anytime but my sister just nailed it.
Yes.
Nailed it. Let me tell you, it was so relatable. And for some of us that are on yo-yo, they asked us whether we're pregnant all the time, you know. So it was so relatable, right? You feel like you owe somebody something.
Yes.
Please, let me tell you, it's not that these things are kind of really new, but he brought you home that I have to start intentionally applying it, because you give yourself so much, which nothing is wrong with it. God should give, in the point that you lose yourself too. And you said something. Did Jesus not take time to go just spend time for himself, even if just for prayers? He did, right?
He did. Yes.
He said, okay, and God says what gave us a day to rest, but some of us don't rest. The power of no, some of us don't have that. We just say yes, because we feel like we say no, we're hurting somebody.
Correct.
It's okay to say no sometime, because if you say no, it will give you that energy to say yes more. Thank you, sister. I was just like, oh my goodness, you just, whoa. And I am really exhausted today because I've not been doing, for the last couple of months, I've not really been taking care of myself, in the sense that I think I barely sleep. Because you want to be there for each other. But it is okay to sleep. Take 1 or 2 days to sleep and be there for the other 99. If not 98 days, if not, you will not be there for the other next 98 days to come. So thank you, sis. I love you. Happy Mother's Day.
That is so exciting. Yes. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you so much, Queen Dr. Pat. Yes, you nailed it exactly. We all understand and we do that. So thank you, Queen Lerato. I mean, I want to believe now that we are going to have so much to say when we get to the Q&D. So, but at this time, you can continue putting in your comments in the chat while we move straight into our guest speaker for today. So thank you. Know your body. What a brilliant introduction by our mindset. And now we will just allow our sister, our queen, our mother, our guest speaker for today, Queen Irene Ekwede. And our discussion for today is on the topic, Know Your Body and Cancer, Part 2. If you miss Part 1, oh, you miss a lot. It was so exciting. It was great information. It was educational. This will be the opportunity for you to go back to the Dream Team webinar in any of our YouTubes, whoever you subscribe, watch Part 1 to help you flow or to help you smooth into Part 2. But again, be rest assured, you will not be lost in this Part 2 because it's a continuation of the series. And how better can we continue this conversation from our mindset of selecting yourself, be intentional, make good choices, rest, than to go into, again, another mindset presentation for today with our sister, Queen Irene Ekwede. Over to you, sis. Thank you so much for gracing us today with your knowledge. Over to you.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining us. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the house, mothers to be, mothers surrogates, spiritual mothers, godmothers. Oh my God, all the mothers. I can't name all of them. There are so many. Wow. Thank you, Sister Lerato. You know what? I believe in prophecy. Things don't just happen or, just coincidentally or, just happening. So you heard her talking about, knowing yourself, talking about health and everything. And then that's what we're just going to talk about today. Last time we talked about knowing yourself. Did you hear her? Know yourself, know your body. So when anything is coming before something starts, you already know something is not right. Last time I told you guys that cancer does not come in one day. It takes years. And if you knew your body, if you understood your body, if you give yourself time to rest and relax, get that time that our sister just talked about, go to your bedroom ready to sleep, give yourself good sleep. And if you give your body that, if you treat your body that way, before that cancer is diagnosed, is noticeable, you would have already known that something is not right. It takes about 10 to 15 years for you to get breast cancer. It had been there slowly brewing. Same thing with prostate, same thing with cervical cancer or colorectal. If you know your body, you will know that something is not right before it shows up. And when they catch it early, they treat it early, and it is curative at that stage. But when this thing has been neglected, you don't pay attention until you get up one day and you are in so much pain or whatever, at that time that disease has already overwhelmed your body, and it is difficult for the medicine and your own immunity to fight that disease, to fight that cancer. So know your body. Thank you very much, Sister Lerato. I'm sure that last week people probably did not think I was saying the right thing. Did you hear her today? It just confirmed it. All right. Last time when we ended, I had said I was gonna share something that is dear to my heart. I hope that's what I have. All right. Something that is not really like dear, so it's close to home, and it's something that I am actually working on at work. And I learned a lot from this, and I thought I will share it with my family. All right. And that is Kaposi sarcoma. Trying to get it on a slideshow.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
It's still showing both to the main slide and the others to the side. Maybe click on slideshow.
I thought I did. It's showing slideshow for me. You guys are not seeing slideshow?
It's okay. You are not yet on the presenter view. So from slideshow, maybe you need to switch.
Okay, hold on. Let me start all over. Sorry, guys. I'm getting there.
It's technology. Remember, I had a similar issue where I thought I switched, but then sometimes technology, you play around with it.
All right. So what, you're still seeing the one on the side?
It's yet to come up. It's, you haven't shared right now.
Oh. The stupid thing is that I'm using sorry, I'm using a new computer and every I complain about it and I haven't done anything to fix it.
Oh, okay.
I thought I got it. Okay. Yeah.
So what we are seeing now is your entire window, like your screen, but okay, that's a slide, okay.
So I don't see presenter, but I can do slideshow, right?
Okay.
Let me see that. Is there any difference? Because all I see now is my slide.
Then switch the view because you are seeing it, but we are seeing the overall view of your screen with with like your computer screen showing different files or attachment.
Okay.
So switch the view so that we can see.
So how do I switch with you?
Are you able to see where on this at the top of the slide where you can do presenter's view versus you have two screens. It shows two boxes where you can flip. I don't see it right now based on the screen we are seeing.
Yes, sir. I know. All right. What do I have now? I just have one monitor. Okay, then I go to where I have my slides. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking for it now. Sorry. Okay. I know. Ask me why I got a Dell and not a Dell. Why I got a Mac. I don't know why. I don't know. Do I have it in
Yeah, at the beside. Okay.
all right. I got it. Oh, can you see it then? Yeah. All right. Sorry. Okay. So last time I said I was gonna talk on something that is close to home. I'm sure someone, all of us here must have seen somebody that has Kaposi sarcoma. And I need to reduce this zoom here. Hang on, I need to change my view. Okay, so Kaposi sarcoma is a kind of cancer. So we're talking about knowing your body and knowing cancer. So Kaposi sarcoma is a type of cancer that grows in the linings of your blood vessels and lymph nodes. The cells can form tumors on your skin, in your mouth, in your eyes, respiratory tract, GI tract, anus, even in the bones. And these tumors appear on your skin looking purplish or brown or red. It depends on your skin color. So I'm sure that you must have seen this picture, either in a movie or seen somebody that looks somehow like this. Please just let me know if you can hear me, because I think I changed my screen and I can't see you guys
Yeah,
anymore.
we're hearing you. We're hearing you loud and
All
clear.
right.
Everything is clear.
Okay, so a lot of people know about Kaposi sarcoma and they are thinking that it's something to do with HIV, or that Kaposi sarcoma is caused by HIV. So prior to 1981, when several cases of Kaposi sarcoma were diagnosed and seen in men, in young gay men, Kaposi sarcoma had been in existence way before that. But it wasn't very rampant, and so people really didn't know much about it. So when 1981 came with HIV and AIDS, this became very prominent because it was more rampant, so many people had it. And so in the minds of many, they think that Kaposi sarcoma is caused by HIV. So we're gonna get to that today. So 1981 came, people started having HIV, especially gay men, because that's the population that started showing up a lot with HIV. And so this raised an alarm and led to investigation. And now, instead of just trying to find out what this Kaposi sarcoma is, they then discovered this new condition, the AIDS, which is acquired immune deficiency syndrome. And that AIDS is caused by a virus that is called human immunodeficiency virus. So I would say that maybe maybe Kaposi sarcoma and probably TB, tuberculosis, are some of the things that led to the discovery of HIV. So HIV infection, so what happens here is that HIV infection compromises your immune system. And so viruses that are in your body that are quiet, that your immune system keeps them quiet, keeps them at bay. A lot of people, a lot of us, we live with all kinds of viruses that are in our system, are in our body. But because we have healthy immunity, because our immunity is strong, it's like our defense system. Our immunity keeps these viruses quiet. They stay there and they never cause any issues. But now when you then have a disease condition like HIV or any other condition that will compromise your immunity now is not strong enough to keep those viruses at bay anymore. And so things start popping up like Kaposi sarcoma, or even some people get HPV or other kinds of herpes because of the fact that their immunity is compromised. But if you're living healthy, you will not have it. So the first picture you saw how that person has Kaposi sarcoma on their skin. They can actually have it in their mouth, as you see this picture here. So what causes Kaposi sarcoma? Kaposi sarcoma is caused by a virus known as Kaposi sarcoma herpes virus. And as we all know, there are many different herpes viruses. I think that would be another topic one day that I'll have to tell us about the different herpes viruses. But this is one of them, one of the herpes virus that causes Kaposi sarcoma. It's called Kaposi sarcoma herpes virus. And so this virus causes other types of cancer other than Kaposi sarcoma. So KSHV, I'm going to abbreviate it that way rather than us saying the whole thing, Kaposi sarcoma herpes virus. I'll just call it KSHV. So this KSHV virus causes other types of cancers, such as multicentric Castleman's disease. It's a rare one. A lot of people probably don't know, and some people probably will be hearing it today for the first time. But you probably would have known somebody that has it and it was never diagnosed, especially in our third world countries. And then it also causes a type of non-Hodgkin lymphoma, and it also causes another type of disease is called Kaposi sarcoma associated inflammatory cytokine syndrome. It's a long mouthful name. I just call it KICS, K-I-C-S. And so in people with HIV, people living with HIV, Kaposi sarcoma can occur alone, or all these other diseases can occur in addition to Kaposi sarcoma. So sometimes you will see somebody who has HIV that will have multicentric Castleman's disease, that will have lymphoma, and probably have KICS, all four. So what are the symptoms of Kaposi sarcoma? Well, like we said, know your body. You will kind of be feeling unwell for a while. And if you are not one that knows your body, knows when you're tired, knows when you're having fevers or something, if you don't pay attention and just think that maybe it's weather change, or I'm tired, or I don't eat well, or maybe I think I have malaria. I used to say that here. And then you will miss this. But I would say it to my to the people that are living with HIV, that don't just assume that, oh, it's because my body is not well, it's because I have HIV, and then you miss some of these things. But you have visible spots or lesions on the skin. Shh, I'm doing the presentation. You have visible spots on your skin or lesions, and they don't come out a lot, like I showed in the previous picture, in one day. They do come out. It might just be one spot, a couple of spots. And if you are one that know your body, you see something like that, go to your doctor, go to a dermatology, and they will tell you when they do a biopsy that this is just not a pimple or something. It is something more serious. These lesions can either be flat or bumpy. They can range from purple, like I said before, purple, red, brown, different colors depending on your ethnic skin color. But they commonly will be on the face and the legs and your feet. Generally, these lesions are painless. They really are not painful. At some point, you will get pain. The pain is really not from the lesions. The pain is from what the lesions are doing to surrounding tissues. Then you have swelling. So you have swelling in your legs or feet. And that would be if these lesions are not blocking lymph flow. You will actually see people that have Kaposi sarcoma, that their legs will be like they have what they call elephantiasis. Because, like I said, these lesions will occur on the skin. They can be in your lymph nodes, they can be in your mouth, they can be in your respiratory system. So if they are in the lymph nodes, they will block the flow of lymph. And so the circulation is slow and you have that swelling in your legs. And then, like I said, lesions will be in the digestive system. If they are in the digestive system, the person will start having nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and maybe bloody stools. So when you are having nausea, don't just feel like, maybe it's something I ate yesterday. No, you need to pay attention. So if you knew your body well, you will know that that nausea is not something that commonly happens to you, or vomiting or diarrhea. These are not common things. Some people just really don't care about this. Generally, people go to the hospital because they are having pain or they see something that is not right. But nausea, vomiting, they just can't deal with it. They'll take something that will, ward off the nausea, but not knowing that there's an underlying cause. If these lesions first appear, but in your lungs, you'll get difficulty breathing, you'll get coughing, sometimes bloody sputum. It depends on where the lesions are, and you actually can have fluid in your lung space, in the pleural space of your lung. And like I said, before you start getting the symptoms, they have been there coming gradually. By the time you start getting shortness of breath, coughing usually would be the first sign, because your respiratory system is very protective, is very clean. It has cilia or hair that whips up any foreign thing that is in your lungs. So if a lesion grows there, those your mucous membranes in your lung and the hair will be feeling like something is here that is not supposed to be here, and will be trying to get it out. And you will start with cough, and the coughing can just be dry cough, before it gets to where it will be serious coughing that it comes more often, and you can get bloody sputum if that lesion bleeds from hacking and coughing. You get shortness of breath. I just have some pictures here. So for this light-skinned people, white people, this is like about how these lesions will look like. They can actually be in your gums. So I told you mouth. I had a picture before that had the mouth. Like, look, somebody can just raise up their lips and you can see something like this inside of their mouth and in their gums. And so types of Kaposi sarcoma, like I said, a lot of us knew about Kaposi sarcoma way back in 1981 when HIV came around. That is when HIV started. But Kaposi sarcoma has been way back, years back. And like I said, Kaposi sarcoma is caused by the KSHV virus. So that virus has always been around. But for people who are healthy and your immunity is robust, it keeps that virus quiet. It is only when you now have HIV and your immunity is compromised that this virus start doing things, and you get the lesions, or you get lymphoma, or you get multicentric Customers disease. So way back before 1981, Kaposi sarcoma has been seen in all men of Mediterranean, Eastern European, and Middle Eastern heritage. So this will progressively grow slowly. And you only see it when they are older. Why is that? They have lived a healthy life, their immunity is strong. By the time they're getting older, their T cells, which is the immune system, gets old and can't keep that virus down anymore. And then this Kaposi sarcoma will pop up. Usually it's not very severe. It's slowly, because it is just not because the immune system is really compromised, just that the cells are old and not doing their work. We also know that Kaposi sarcoma is endemic in sub-Saharan Africa. So it has been there in sub-Saharan Africa for a long time. But because people live healthy and their immunity is robust, it doesn't really show up. Sometimes when it will show up, it will be in children, because the kids might have had it from their parents, have the KSHV virus from their mother. And because they are still young and their immunity is not robust yet, they might show signs of Kaposi sarcoma. And then we now know that it is AIDS related, like I explained in HIV patients. And then you can also get it from medical procedures that you've had that have compromised your immunity, like in transplant patients who have KSHV virus in their system, they might have Kaposi sarcoma because their immunity has been compromised by the medical procedure that they've had, by the transplant that they've had. So what is the prevention of Kaposi sarcoma? Like I'll tell you this, it is a virus that is in your body. If you have that virus, there's really not much you can do. Viruses are not really treated. They can just be controlled. Their actions can just be controlled in the body. So preventing Kaposi sarcoma is not really much you can do, but for people that have HIV, take your HIV medication. So if you're taking your HIV medication, and your immune system, your CD4 count cells, or what they call the T cells, most people know it as T cells, but specifically is the CD4 T cells. If your CD4 T cells are robust, if you have a good amount of healthy T cells in your body, because you're taking your HIV medicine, then you will not, or you might not have Kaposi sarcoma. Having a knowledge of other viruses, like the viruses that will cause HPV or EBVs, or I don't want to be naming all those different viruses, but when you have an idea of what those viruses are and trying to make sure that you don't have them, then you probably will prevent yourself from getting Kaposi sarcoma, because these viruses, in addition to the KSHV, will compromise your immunity and things start popping up. This is more for our mothers in the sub-Saharan Africa. Do not chew food and feed your kids with. So children are not really born with KSHV, but parents might chew food. They might just kiss their baby on the cheek or whatever, and this will crawl into them and they get Kaposi sarcoma. They get, no, not Kaposi, they'll get the KSHV virus in them. And that is sitting there quiet, and you have a risk of that developing KS because you now have that KSHV virus in you. Just live a healthy lifestyle. When you live a healthy lifestyle and your immunity is strong and robust, that will prevent you from having KS, even when you have the KSHV in your system. An early diagnosis and the commencement of therapy is a good way of preventing serious effects from Kaposi sarcoma. So what kind of treatments do you have for Kaposi? At the moment in the United States, I will say United States because I'm here. I don't think I know what is other countries, but in the United States, there are 3 drugs that are FDA approved for the treatment of Kaposi sarcoma. So you have liposomal doxorubicin. That is a drug that they use for other cancers. But when they're giving it to you for Kaposi sarcoma, they just give, I'll say, a sprinkle of it, like a small amount of it, and it really works. And then there's paclitaxel, which they use for many other cancers. But like I said, they give this in smaller doses. And then there's a new drug called pomalidomide. This was just approved probably maybe 5-6 years ago. It's a tablet. It's more an immune therapy, and it works for Kaposi sarcoma. But I'll tell you that the #1 therapy for Kaposi sarcoma, especially for patients that have HIV, is taking your HIV medicine. Sometimes we'll see patients that have Kaposi. If they only have a few lesions, we really don't want to be giving them chemotherapy or the pomalidomide because all these things have side effects. We just encourage them to be compliant taking their HIV medicines. And once their immune system is robust, then they will not develop KS. So we just encourage our HIV patients to be compliant, taking their HIV medicines as prescribed. And then there are several clinical trials that are working in developing new and more therapeutic drugs for Kaposi sarcoma. The NIH, and it's a department where I work with, we have a lot of clinical trials that we're trying new drugs, new molecules, newly discovered in the labs to treat Kaposi sarcoma, and they are working well. So I will encourage you guys. I'm here. You guys have my number. If you know anyone that has Kaposi sarcoma and is needing treatment, please contact me. I just have some pictures here just to show what Kaposi sarcoma will look like. I told you about a swollen leg, so you can see how this picture is showing edema on the legs. I just didn't want to put some nasty pictures to bother ourselves with, but Kaposi sarcoma, if left untreated, can really look ugly and nasty. And you will see these people, you wonder if they really care about their bodies. So before I finish and see if I can answer any questions. If you're leaving here today, if you forgot everything else that I said, please remember these few things. First one is that HIV really does not cause Kaposi sarcoma. So Kaposi sarcoma is caused by the KSHV virus. HIV just predisposes you or increases your risk of developing Kaposi sarcoma, but HIV does not cause Kaposi sarcoma. So if you have HIV and you do not have the KSHV virus in your system, you will not have Kaposi sarcoma. The one other thing that I did not put in the treatment is radiation. And that is something that is commonly done. You show up and the doctors, they do a biopsy and they see that, oh, what you have is Kaposi. They will radiate your skin. Like this leg here, they will do radiation of your entire leg. Well, Kaposi sarcoma is not localized. It is in your system. So when you radiate a particular part of the body, it will pop up in another part of your body. And what are you going to do? Radiate your entire body? So radiation is not a treatment for Kaposi. Absolutely no radiation, please. If you know someone that has been newly diagnosed and they go to the doctor and they're planning to radiate them, please tell them, no, don't do radiation, because what happens is the radiation actually causes the Kaposi in the area that has been radiated to mutate and form a more resistant form of Kaposi that is really not responding to treatment. For parents in sub-Saharan Africa, the Mediterranean, those areas that Kaposi is endemic, please do not chew food to give your kids. So that way they will not get the KSHV virus from parents. And for those that have HIV, just take your HIV medicines. That is your first line of treatment for Kaposi, for multicentric Castleman disease, for lymphoma, for kicks. And the last thing is live a healthy life. If your immunity is robust, Kaposi sarcoma will not be your portion. So if you forgot everything that I said to you today, these 5 things to stay in your mind. HIV does not cause Kaposi. Absolutely no radiation if you are diagnosed with Kaposi sarcoma. Parents do not chew food to feed the kids. Those who have HIV, take your medicines as prescribed. And finally, live a healthy life. I think that's the end. All right. I'm done.
Extraordinary presentation, our sister, Queen Irene. I believe I am giving you an applause on behalf of everyone present who is not able to unmute right now. Oh my goodness. That is a word of knowledge. I knew that the virus was in the body, but I did not know about the part that radiation is not the best treatment.
Absolutely not.
If you know someone who has it, I was not knowledgeable about that. So, oh my God, indeed, every day we learn something new. Every day we are exposed to knowledge. So thank you so much. I have learned a lot. Oh my God. I see Dr. P and Brother Pius, they are already ready for questions. Brother Pius was the first. So while we give our sister maybe a few seconds, if she needs to take a sip of water, Brother Pius, you can ask your question. And please, if you have your question directly that you may want to say, if it's short, brief, we may answer it. If it's a question that may take a research, still put it, and our sister will be able to answer your question in the next series next time, but do not hesitate. Don't hold back. All right, over to you, Brother Pius. You can unmute.
Thank you, Kamala. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Yeah, Irene, my sister, when you're saying all this and showing all this thing, I was panicking because I have a colleague who has this spots all over his body, and I'm afraid, even if I'm taking a lunch, I go distance because that thing I'm afraid. So my question is this: does this sickness transfer to somebody? Maybe you shake or you hug or you greet. Does it transfer to anybody without? How does this thing transfer to human being?
No, they don't. So they will not just jump from one person to you. So like I said, most of the people that have Kaposi sarcoma had KSHV virus in their system way before they got HIV or way before they had something that compromised their immunity. Like I said, our children in sub-Saharan Africa, a lot of them have KSHV, so the virus that causes Kaposi. I probably do have it, and maybe a lot of us here who are from sub-Saharan Africa will probably have that virus in us, but it's dormant. It sits dormant. The only time it will get up and cause Kaposi or the other diseases that are named multicentric carcinoma disease. There's another type of lymphoma. So non-Hodgkin lymphoma, there are many kinds of non-Hodgkin lymphomas, but it's a specific non-Hodgkin lymphoma that we call it KSHV associated lymphoma. I just don't want to put too much of those because it's a lot to get. So there's lymphoma that is caused by KSHV. So if you had that virus in you, then you will develop these things. So, but if you don't have that virus and your immunity is robust, you will not have it. If you have the virus and your immunity is strong, you're not going to get any of those diseases. You only get it when your immunity is compromised, probably by HIV, probably by some kind of cancer, probably by transplants, like I said it, or probably by old age. So you have KSHV virus in your system, and now you're getting old, and your immune system is not robust anymore. That KSHV virus is not under control anymore, and it will just wake up and do things in you. But
so
getting a handshake for somebody who has KS, you're not gonna get it.
Okay, because I'm afraid of that. That is why I think last year November the person quit the job, but on earlier January when I met her on the mall, she's a lady anyway. When I met her, it's a white lady from Ireland. So when I met her, she's coming very close to me to talk to me. I was afraid. And I think she feels so sorry. Then when she get home, she chat me. Why should I do that? I said no. I couldn't see her very well. So now I knew that you can talk to or even greet somebody that have that sickness. but it's okay. Thank you so much. We are learning.
So, like I said, you have to have that virus in you to get that disease. So somebody has it, you just don't shake their hand or hug them and you have it. If you kiss them, because the virus is in the saliva. That's why I was saying don't chew food and feed your babies. The virus is in the saliva. And they're having sex with them, you're gonna get it. So that's why it started with in the US, because KSHV is not really endemic in the US, but the people that get Kaposi in the US are men having sex with men. That is a population that we really see them with KS. And then HIV, because they have HIV, and you know, the HIV attacks the immune system. So when if you're not taking your medicine and your immune system is compromised, is weak, and we do know your level of immune system by checking the CD4 counts, the CD4 cells. So the T cells have a little different types of T cell, but the CD4 is what we do take note of. So we do see patients that come to the hospital with a CD4 less than 200. If you have a CD4 less than 200, you have a high probability of developing not only KS, but probably lymphoma and probably multicentric carcinoma disease. And we see these people all the time that are not taking their medicines.
Thank you so much.
All right, over to you, Dr. Pat. I see your hand is raised.
Oh my goodness, Sister I don't know I should come to this your series or I should not come, but it's a good series. Thank you, my sister, for impacting us a lot of knowledge. Ah, Jesus. You know, I'm laughing because you're emphasizing to all of our mothers, and we all know we are all fed that way, right? They have that bun go in the morning, they put in the fire, they burn it. They don't have blender, they don't have anything to mash it with. Hey, they use the natural way to mash it. Nothing is wrong to chew food and give children, right? But unfortunately, because of exposure, we don't know what is in our body, and we don't know that through our saliva, we're exposing these young beings that have not even built their own immune system that strong yet. We're already exposing them to viruses. Yes, it might be dormant because God made our immune system to be that. Wow. Wow. Thank you. I don't really have a particular question, but what I wanted to add is, you know, sometimes somebody will be diagnosed with HIV and they still go around being promiscuous because they say, oh, I already have the virus. Your own virus might be, your body might be handling it okay, and you go and expose yourself to somebody else's own that will come and just mess up your system. Please, even you, anybody I know that is positive, tell them to take care of themselves, live a healthy life, because they might just go and expose themselves to somebody else's virus that will not work well with their own body. People don't really realize that. Because everybody have different strain of HIV, right? We have this lot. I do not even know how many strains there is for HIV. There's a lot. HIV1, HIV2, MO, case, all the type of strain. Your strain, your body might just be handling it okay, and you're living a very healthy life or looking healthy, but you go live a careless life because you think, oh, I have the virus already. And you expose yourself to another strain that will just mess you up. Please, even if you were diagnosed with HIV, take care of yourself. Because as Sister Irene said, if that immune system is strong, you can live a healthy life. Or, yeah, a healthy, a good enough life, let's put it that way. But Sister Irene, wow. You see, Dream Team, right? We have talent. You've got talent. You've got power in the house. Thank you for impacting us with knowledge. This is knowledge that you pay thousands of dollars to get. Somebody's doing this research and giving it to you free. I don't know, Dr. John wants to steal my spot and talk behind me. I don't know.
No, I want to talk off camera.
Oh.
Wow.
All right.
Let me start by wishing all our mothers a happy Mother's Day. I think it's unfair to say that today is Mother's Day because every day to me is Mother's Day. So I just want to wish all of you and thank and congratulate all of you for all the good job, the good work you do. Sister Irene, I'll tell you that I didn't really care about listening to your presentation live because I want to listen to it like 4 times quietly and actually rewind because I couldn't tell you to stop and rewind, but I'm going to listen to it again, rewind, because this is knowledge that, forget about the cost of it, but just making us aware and bringing this message, taking your Mother's Day to actually come share this. I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I think everybody who's here would appreciate it. Well done, my sister.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, wow, wow. As I said, all right. Dr. John said something. I know we're going to go to a short, brief Q&A. We promise to keep it very short.
Dr. B has a hand up.
Yeah. I'm just saying that we're passing over to Q&A. I don't think there's any update today. Queen Carla is there.
No.
So we'll just go over to the Q&A side of it. And if your question is short, Queen Irene will answer it because we promise to keep this day short so the mothers can have. But please, if your question answer, write it down. As Dr. John says, go replay this video, write question. The next time, Sister Irene has graciously agreed to do a series because there's a lot of the cancer and knowing your body, how you can prevent it from not getting to the stage that is not treatable. Because the way I'm gathering, cancer can be treatable if caught early. The problem is that most of the time, it's not caught early. And doing this series is for us to have this caught early so we don't find ourselves in that terminal stage of the disease. So please play all the series, write your question down. She is gracious enough to answer it. If we don't answer your questions today, not because we don't want to answer it, I just want to put that disclaimer, but I'll pass it over to our Q&A team. And once, if your question needs more, we'll tell you, we'll come back to you next month. Please don't be offended, but play this video and write all your questions because it was new terminology for some of us. To be honest, this is one of the cancer that I really haven't had. I've had the early blood cancer I've had is lymphoma. So this is new for me too, okay? So go play it, write your question, let's educate ourselves and get ourselves healthy. Because when the green notes are falling, the apples are falling, you cannot enjoy it without help. Thank you. Over to you, Pinkala and the Q&A team.
All right. Thank you, Dr. P. I will call on Dr. Benny to lead us with the Q&A. Welcome.
Dr. Benny has a question.
No, I have something first now.
Yeah. Sure. All right, then.
Yeah, I want to attack Dr. P first. No, I'm not attacking you.
Mother's Day.
See, I know. All right. No, one more, like Dr. P said, yes, you will ask your question and then we continue with the Q&A because you and I are part of the Q&A.
Exactly.
So we are just, we are crossing into it at the same time. So
that's what I just wanted to say. Yeah.
You get the first question. So go ahead and ask. I'm already while multitasking.
Thanks, Queen Carla, for the clarification. That's exactly what I was saying, that we're going to pass it over because I know your hand was up.
Good.
Queen First Lady.
Very good.
Dr. Benny.
You bet. Happy Mother's Day to all my queens around the globe. We have a lot of mothers here. It doesn't matter whether you have a baby or not. Because even though you don't have a baby, you are babysitting your sisters. So you are still a mother to me. Happy Mother's Day. There is no one like a mother, just like our King Dr. John says that Mother's Day is every day. It is Mother's Day. I just know that America just wants to make money. That's all. That's why they say Happy Mother's Day. Anyway, no, that's the fact.
Okay.
Let me begin. I want to take this special moment to thank our Heavenly Father for bringing each and everyone this afternoon, evening, or morning. It all depends upon your location. There is no one like our Heavenly Father, despite the fact that we don't see him, but the air that you're breathing every second, you're not paying for it. I'm not paying, so I just want to thank him. And I want to thank him for sending our CEO to all of us. As well as I just want that if you guys have the time, let us continue to pray. Hey, I heard that Chloe is okay. Chloe, that she is okay. I mean, she is
Yes,
okay
so
for the time being. So we just want to thank our God for everything, man. We thank
amen.
Papa God. Oh,
Amen.
sorry.
Amen.
Sorry that I scream, right? I just want us to also pray for Matty, Brother Matty Degamo, and all those who are really under the weather at the moment. We pray that they should come back to us. Happy Mother's Day to Mrs. Ash Mufarel. Mother Ash Mufarel. Happy Mother's Day. You guys are the best, man. Even though all women are the best. But I just want God to bless each and every woman. I just want all the women. Remember that when you carry that baby in your womb for 9 months, men don't carry it, right? If men were pregnant, I don't think they will survive in this world. But happy Mother's Day. Seriously, that is the fact. All right. In Lerato, I just want to appreciate your mindset and thank you so much. Happy Mother's Day to you, to your mother-in-law, to your auntie-in-law, or whoever. I wish you the best and thank you again for this. I appreciate you for this mindset. Our queen, gorgeous Irene. Hey, my sister,
Don't make
thank
me
you.
blush. Oh.
Thank you. Thank you for this topic. To tell the truth, I've never heard about this topic. Kaposi sarcoma. I have never heard of it. I just want to appreciate you. And Queen Dr. Pat, she made a statement that, well, those who have AIDS, they should not go around spreading it. But that is why we're not even supposed to play games in the first place. Women, stay out. Don't play with these men. Don't kiss them, nothing. I'm telling you, if you're not married, if you're single, don't play with any man because they'll play over your mind. Say, I love you. They don't love you. So I don't play. Anyway, Queen Irene, look, whatever thing I say, right? Women may not want to hear, but I just say the truth. It just come out from my mouth. The truth hurts and it shall be spoken.
Amen.
What I'm saying is that women, men, don't kiss. Don't
What
play
do you
games.
do with Mr. Unpassive?
I'll talk to you later for that one. Well, if I'm married, right, then I will kiss. But if you're not, don't do it. Please. Queen Irene, I
I'm
just
coming
want
to
to say,
USA. I will kiss you. I will kiss you, my
no
friend.
way, you will not. Queen Irene, I just want to appreciate you with this amazing topic. And we pray that you will come more and more. People don't understand the meaning of this Kaposi sarcoma. I thank you. I thank you. I will go and do my own research. I will read more about it. And hey, my brothers and sisters, this is question and answers, question and discussion. Well, you guys already know my name is D. Benny in Tinglet. Queen Kanla is already here. Well, let's continue, sister. If you guys have any question, please, any comment, could you please raise your hands electronically? Or you can write your question on the chat and we will gladly read the questions for you and our queen will answer it. If you have any beautiful comment, please raise your hands. Thank you so much. Queen Kanla, I love you.
So while we're waiting, I just want to say that for those in the US, if you have anyone that has Kaposi sarcoma, please share my number. We do have a very robust group that is dealing with KSHV diseases or KSHV cancers. So Kaposi sarcoma, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, multicentric Castleman's disease, and cakes. You know, that one that had a mouthful of words, I just call it cakes. So we are actually like actively working on those two conditions. And a lot of doctors outside of the NIH do not understand the disease. So by the time they get to us, they have been treated the wrong way, and then it's being more challenging to get it done. But we do most people know that NIH will take patients that have already tried cancer treatment that didn't work before they come. For this particular condition, we will take newly diagnosed patients. And tell your friends, tell your family, absolutely no radiation. So yeah, my number is in the chat group, in the in our forums. You can reach me anytime. You can actually Google me and you'll get my NIH number and you can reach me. And our treatments are free.
Wow, that is so promising, Queen Irene. Thank you so much.
Queen Kamla, I
Yes.
noticed that it seems everybody, they have digested this topic, and I know they will not play around after I've opened my mouth. And so I don't see any question.
They're overwhelmed by it because like you all are saying, it is not something that is talked about a lot, but it is actually there. And there are people that actually have been living with Kaposi on their bodies and they're just quiet with it. The good thing is that, I don't know if I say good thing, it generally will be in the inside of the body. And so people will dress up and cover and you will not see. And I said, lesions are not painful. So people go to the hospital when they get pain. Only those who have, people who are already diagnosed with HIV, and then they will see this on their body and they'll be like, oh, well, it's my HIV. No, it is not really that. And they will live with it quietly. And somebody will come to you and say, oh, the first spot happened in 2017, and it's like 5, 7, 10 years ago.
But is there any cure for it? No cure.
So it will not kill you.
Oh, okay.
If it is controlled, it can be cured if it is early diagnosed. But I will not really, no, I'll take that, but I will not really say cure because the virus will always be there, okay? But the lesions that you have, give me a minute. So it will not kill you unless your immune system is 0. When I say 0, anything below 200. And or if you have multiple diseases that are caused by this KSHV. So multi-central customer disease will kill you in a heartbeat. Not KS. KS will be there. You will have elephantiasis. You will have this thing on your body. It will really not kill you until it's gone to maybe your lungs and the GI, and you bleed or something. But there are other KSHV virus cancers that will kill you. Multicentric customer disease will kill you. Lymphoma will kill you. KICS will kill you. KS will not. KS can be treated if it's early diagnosed and it's not overwhelming your body. Whatever that you have can be treated, but just know that the virus is there and all you need to do is keep your immunity strong and then it won't come back. But you will hardly hear that somebody died from KS unless, like I said, if their CD4 count is in the teens and their body can't do anything, their body cannot just fight it, then it can overwhelm them. But if their immune system is, if their CD4 count is 200 and above, and if it's due to HIV and they're taking their HIV medicines, living a healthy life, like eating a healthy diet, they can live for years with KS. All right, my kids are going to sacrifice me.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to let Sister you can
Okay,
see
bye-bye.
they call it, but quick question, Sister, before you
All
go.
right.
Is there a test to test the virus? Is there, can you go and get a test to test whether you have the virus in your system or not?
Yeah, you can test KSHV in the blood. It's called HHV8. Generally, okay, outside of NIH, it's called HHV8. So like I told you guys that we have different herpes viruses. So it's just one of the herpes viruses. So what you tell your doctor to tell them that you want to be tested for HHV8. There have to be a reason for. So if you see that your immune system is low, whatever, you can ask for that to be done. Or if you already get a lesion of this thing, or you just want to tell them that, I come from an endemic area. For those of us from sub-Saharan Africa or from the Mediterranean and all those other places that I had listed, you can say that you want to check. Maybe your doctors will do. And that reminds me, I know last time, Brother Shaggy is not here. He had asked me for the cost of BRCA tests, but he's not here.
All right. Maybe, yeah, we can still come back for the next series and you can be able to answer that.
Yeah, the next time he's.
Yes.
So yeah, so
I'm just thinking.
Test you. So it is HHV8. That is what hospitals outside of NIH would do. We do it at NIH, we call it KSHV, but labs outside of NIH would do HHV8.
Thank you for that feedback. I was just thinking as Dr. Pat was asking, I'm like, okay, for those of us who take vaccinations, is there a vaccine out there but we can answer that during the next
time. So you text,
yes.
you text me, okay? We'll talk, I'll call you. Anyway, thank you, King Kwaila. It looks like for those.
Thank you, everybody. The Ekwede girls are here. They want to crucify me. I am available even off camera anytime. If you have concerns on this, like I said, it's something I'm working on. And I started working on because I come from sub-Saharan Africa and I see a lot of our brothers and sisters coming to the hospital with this. So it is close to home and it's dear to my heart. So do not hesitate to contact me anytime. Okay, anytime. And I will make every effort to get into the system and get treated. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful Mother's Day. Thank you for taking your time, even though your daughters had plans for you to come and give us impact also knowledge. Please, as the Q&D team has said, write your question down, go back and listen to this presentation and put your question down so you can ask it next time. All right, so over to you, Queen Kanda. We can close the YouTube so we can do a little thing for our mothers. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Queen Dr. Benny. Thank you for all the questions. Thank you, our guest speaker, Queen Irene. We appreciate you, we love you, and we look forward to the next series. To our viewers, our sisters, our brothers, our mothers who are with us on the YouTube, we want to take this moment to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. We love you. We appreciate you for who you are as a mother. And our First Lady, Dr. Benny, already said it all. Not necessarily you have to have biological children, but any child that you have cared for, you are a mother. Your siblings, you are a mother. So celebrate well wherever you are, and we will continue to celebrate mothers every day. And so, but meanwhile, just as a reminder of our other webinars that we hold during the week, I know Dr. Pat, you explained this better than I do. Monday, we have Miriam Mindset, which Dr. Derek will always remind us every time in our different platforms. Please follow that. On Tuesdays, we have a deep dive with Dr. Derek, and our First Lady reminds us to be able to keep getting ready, secure our businesses, our computers, keep us safe as we continue on this journey. And on Thursdays, again, deep dive with Dr. Derek, where we get other more educational information on mindset wellness. You can also attend that. On Wednesdays, we have Queen Julie, but for now, because she is out and taking care of her daughter, Chloe, but once she is back, we will also continue to have webinars on Wednesdays with a sister Julie. And then we also have the twin Yvonne, our sisters on Fridays. I think it's every day.
Kind of Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday. Yes, thank you, Dr. P. Monday through Friday. Please also make time, if that works for you, join them and keep up with our education, with our mindset and everything that we are going. And so let us march on forward, positive mindset. And thank you all for today. Thank you. And we look forward to seeing you again sometime next week. So we can close the YouTube. And for those of you who are able to come back and join us on Zoom, you are welcome to join us while we now celebrate Happy Mother's Day for all the mothers today.
Wait, Queen Carla, please, Brother Matt, Pius, please. He has something. He has a question.
Go ahead, yeah.
Oh, so okay, I didn't say that.
It's okay.
Oh, sorry, it's not a question. I just take permission because I have to go to drive out now. But before then, I have to say Happy Mother's Day to all the women in the world. I forgot to say that before my question, but I knew I would still say that. Let me tell you guys about the mothers. Without women, the world will be disastrous. Just think about that. When Adam was created, there's no woman. And the creator of heaven and earth saw that the needful of a woman, Eve, came out from there. Let me tell you another story. In Africa, let's take it in Africa. Men committed crime because they want to have too much money because of women. Men go to jail because of they want to get a beautiful woman. Men died ritualism because they want to be big boys to have a beautiful woman, beautiful house. So everything on this world, if in the world, the whole population is 8 billion and it's only 1 million women on the earth, it must be a disastrous. So happy Mother's Day to all the women in the world. Happy Mother's Day, even those who are dead, because without them having children, our generation cannot be existing. Happy Mother's Day to everyone who are women, both who got child or who doesn't have child. You are a woman. A woman is precious. I appreciate women. Happy Mother's Day to you guys, and we continue with you guys. You guys are awesome. Dr. Benny, the queen of the queen. Happy Mother's Day, my love, my sweetheart, my sister, my angel. She's my sister. When I say love, love of my heart. I love that woman because she's a good girl. She's my sister. She's like blood to me, you know. So happy Mother's Day, Irene. I don't need to call name because you guys are many. I say happy Mother's Day. I'm quitting now because my time now is 20 minutes to 8. And my daughter is waiting for me on the train station by 8 o'clock. I have to go and pick her up. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. I have to leave.
We thank you, Brother Pius, and we appreciate your well wishes. We welcome it. We love you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for celebrating today with us.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I have to leave.
We can all just unmute ourselves and say, "In it to win it," and then Dr. Derek shut down the YouTube. Then we can go and celebrate mothers out of YouTube. All right, Dr. Derek. Before that, can we all unmute ourselves and just say, "In it to win it"? Everybody unmute yourself and just say, "In it to win it."
In it to win it.
In it to win it.
In it to win it. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Happy Mother's Day.
Mother's Day,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Queen
Thank you
Dr.
for a great
Nadu.
topic.
Hey.
All right. So, Dr. D, let me